Too much fun. for it not to be live. You were wilding out there.
Tell the people again.
Let me get this steam up.
From the lifestyles of the rich and famous, across from me we have the Darin.
This motherfucker.
He's going to the Vegas, where they have dancing people and blue men. Ooh.
You ever see Blue Man Group?
I have not.
I have.
How was it?
It was dope, but I was in middle school, so
there you go.
Who knows? But it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, think about how many years ago that was. I was in middle school, and I'm going to be 40 soon.
Yeah.
So like, Blue Man Group has been a thing for a long, long time. And when I saw it, I was like, when I first saw it, like the first 10 minutes, I was like, how is this a thing? But then it got really creative and really interesting. So, I don't know.
The other thing is, how do they procreate? I mean, it's not like the Smurfs where there's one Smurfette. There's just no...
They're called auditions, weirdo.
Oh.
Like, why you gotta make it weird?
It's just easy that way.
At least before you made it weird.
I'll take it.
At least before you made it weird, we were jamming out to Ghostface Killer. We jammed out to a little bit of Mobb Deep, and now, chair dance to the theme song. Episode 144 of the Love and Trucks podcast. So much to discuss, you motherfuckers. The club goes on, the ink is coming, and your boy is leaving. Leaving on a jet plane. And I do know that I'll be back again, but I do not know when. And frankly, though I'm looking forward to seeing all of the faces that I get to see, I'm not all that concerned. I want to serve everybody that's here as best I can. I want to tie up all my ends in my personal life and then get the fuck out of town and go chase my dreams and help my friend Jess chase hers. She will be world champ, and I will impact this game in a way that even I don't know yet. And that's real. It's real as fuck. But it's only going to be real if I can take the very best me and push him to the limit. And now, Anthony, let's start the show. See that laggy motherfuckers is banging on you, right?
Yeah, it is.
That laggy motherfucker. We got to get rid of this thing, man.
Yes, I will send you links.
You were like, yeah, your phone is terrible.
Yeah, I'll figure this out.
Let me help you.
We'll figure this out for you, buddy.
Come here, let me coach you.
So yeah, speaking of that, I was explaining that to people today during the workout session. I had to explain to them that, like, hey, like, you understand that Darin isn't our coach after this week, so you can't, like, expect things from him because it's being rude and obnoxious. So you can't do that. He's like, but hey, he could. No, he can't. Like, it's not how it works anymore. Like, you don't understand this. He's not an owner. It's like, this is his brand. He's letting us utilize it, but in return, we're not paying him anything for it. So therefore, he's not required to do anything for us. So this is how it is. So, like, you need to, like, understand that this is our journey now. So, like, you gotta figure it out on your own, kid.
Yeah, I think we have to figure out a lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
Like, we got to put something in the homie's pocket for letting us into the space.
Right.
Right. So we got to put something in my homeboy's pocket. He'll be opening the door.
Right.
Right. And so we got to make sure everybody's taken care of. And the best part about it is that nobody's greedy.
Yes.
As long as it all makes sense for all parties, there's going to be a lot of, what about this? What about this? Yes, yes, yes. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not going to be like, yeah, we'll do whatever. It's not like that. But the three of us who have to sit down and talk about it are all on the same page. And so just so we're completely transparent, I didn't know what the fate of the club was going to be. And I didn't want to push it on anybody, especially you.
Me?
Yes,
Oh.
because people see you as my right hand, which mostly you are.
Yeah.
And so, of course, like, they're like, the hand of the king will know what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
And I didn't want to put pressure on you to decide to stay with the club. Like, for all I care, real talk. We do this podcast. We're homies. You train wherever the fuck you want.
Right.
You don't have any obligation to be a part of that club.
Yeah.
But if you want to go visit them or be a part of it, that's also encouraged and cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to feel like you had to do that.
No, I mean, it was like the plan was in my head, like, everybody's like, oh, you're going to take over. And I'm like, I'm like, do you guys understand like anything about me at all? Like, have you ever learned anything from me about any jiu-jitsu move ever? The answer is no. So do you really want me to be a teacher? Like the people who are asking me, you guys could be better teachers than me. So let's be clear here. Like I'll pay money and I'll show up and I'll smile and I'll wipe the mats and then I'll go home. Like, I'm not teaching anything. I don't have that brain yet.
Here's what I see. I see a model where it's not. All right, this sounds really, really Markish. I'm just gonna get to the super easy inspiration of it. It's inspired by a scene of Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
And Sons of Anarchy.
Should I pull it up?
Yeah, look up Jax Teller, Anarchy, Emma. Write that. Jax Teller, Emma. Jax Teller, Emma. Jax is J-A-X.
J-A-X.
There, it's already there. It's at the top.
Oh.
That purple right there.
There you go.
Click on that shit.
This is your YouTube.
Now click on this shit.
The first one?
Yeah. And so this scene, and if you're following along at home, you can click this on YouTube. Sons of Anarchy, Emma Goldman's Anarchism. That's what you need to look up. And what it basically says, it talks about individuals coming together of their own accord and being organized and disorganized, essentially. So it's like there's no central power.
Right.
So do me a favor now.
Yeah,
just type in.
I'll give you the quote. Was you looking for the
like you can just Google it.
Emma Goldman's Anarchism?
Yeah. Because we might as well share the actual quote with everybody.
No, it's not just gonna go right back to it. Is it? All right. Is this what it is, or?
Yeah, that's it. All right. So now in this social and political climate,
Yes.
I don't mean to imply that I'm an anarchist. I don't have any political true belief. Like there's no system that I'm like, oh, that's me. There's no idea set that it's like, oh, that's me personified. This is a very specific situation. Every academy is basically structured the exact same way.
Yeah.
There's a professor, maybe some assistants, students. So information goes from the top of the mountain and trickles out, right? I don't believe I was ever the top of any mountain, but I understand that that is the perception, and I accepted that from the jump. So I was responsible for everybody's jiu-jitsu, right? The overwhelming reality, though, is that everybody shapes everybody. And so I say remove the leader for the most part. I can contribute with videos and Q&A every now and then, but I shouldn't be a leader, and there technically shouldn't really be a leader.
Okay.
There should be people in charge of upholding the structure, not of being like, I'm teaching, I'm in charge. Everyone's free to do their own thing within the structure. So the quote is, Anarchism stands for liberation of the human mind from the dominion of religion, liberation of the human body from the dominion of property, liberation from shackles and restraint of government. It stands for social order based on the free grouping of individuals. And so what I find inspiring about that for this phase of the club is that essentially I'm Jax Teller on a nomad mission right now.
Yeah.
I'm going nomad. And if I'm going to go nomad, instead of being like, you're the president, you're the vice president, you're the secretary, it's like, you must lock and unlock the door. The mats must be clean. And here's the structure that I suggest as the dry run structure. You will have a structured warm-up. You will then pair off with a partner, and you and your partner will decide what you and your partner are drilling. You will give each other feedback, then you will switch, and you will explain the same thing so you can drill with another person and give that person feedback, and then there will be positional training and rolling. There is no teacher. Now, sometimes one of you will teach, because it is a natural thing. Like, several people will have a similar question, and a single person will have a best answer, and we'll teach that best answer to the group. That person could be wearing any color belt when that moment happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And people have expressed like, hey, I would like to teach a class every now and then. That just means that you're more likely to be that leader.
Right.
Does that make sense?
The loudest voice in the room.
Yeah. But there is no center. It's us, and more importantly, it's y'all. Whoever y'all ends up being. And we'll see. And what I like about that is that it's completely different than every other model available to the people that live in Cleveland. And even though a lot of motherfuckers aren't going to say it on social media straight out, there are a lot of unhappy people in their academies who would rather just kind of do their own thing, but don't know how to articulate that and don't know how it would look. Well, join the experiment. Join our club. You should join our club.
There you go.
So that's what's in the works. And the man who will hold the key is Trevor.
It's Trevor, as he should.
So when I knew I was going to leave, the space that we're in is run by Sean Sterling, who's a homie, who's become a homie since I've been in the space. But we hit it off the jump. Like right away, I was like, I like this dude. And apparently he felt the same way.
Yeah.
You know, there was like an instant bond there. And so I was like, all right, dope. I don't want to put anybody in charge that you don't feel the same way about. And he smiled and was like, yeah, I wouldn't have it either. Like, but if I felt the same way, I would have it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's good to know. Because there's someone that we both like. Because he's been friends with Trevor before I knew either one of them.
Yeah.
And so that makes the most sense. He fits the criteria. And then he asked me for it.
Did he?
Yes, Trevor asked me.
Nice.
And I was like, I didn't want to ask you. So I was just going to let whatever happen, happen. Thanks for asking. Please do it. And so it's on.
Yeah.
The clique will still be a clique. The club will still be a club. But again, I can't stress this enough. I don't want to put any pressure on someone to stick around. Frankly, I'm not. So it'll be fucking wrong of me to be like, well, why'd you fucking leave the club?
Why'd you leave?
Yeah. But if you think that model would work for you and you're willing to try it out, try it out. I encourage you, but I do not pressure you. I think there's enough learning resources that, like, you don't need these teachers out here, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have a fucking teacher.
Yeah, but you're different.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you are.
No, fuck that.
No. It's not.
What?
It's not. I'm not saying that you have a physical attribute that's better than anybody else. That's a disgusting thing to say.
I agree.
That's
but
a disgusting thing to say.
You have me at different. I'm on disgusting at different.
Well, aren't you a contrarian?
How am I different? Tell me what you mean by that so I can yell at you with accuracy.
All right. So I'm going to use your own words against you. So you're a crazy person. And so since you're a crazy person, you think of every other situation that does not apply to you at all to make yourself a good teacher. Most people don't strive to be a good teacher. Most people strive to run a business. So there's a difference in and of itself already. Then on top of that, you're absolutely super obsessed with jiu-jitsu. There's a lot of people who say, I like jiu-jitsu. I love it. I eat and breathe it. No, you try to solve problems. People just try to go to seminars and show up and be like, hey, teach me information. Show me things. Teach me how to do these things. Make me better at my job. Like, no, you like, I gotta make my own curriculum and go to college myself in my own house. Self-taught.
It was forced.
It was forced. But a lot of people fail when it's forced like that. Guess what they do? They go to the easy way out. They go somewhere else. They drive somewhere. They go long distances. You did both. You sat there and said, hey, I don't have a good answer for this thing. And guess what? I like proving people wrong. I like being contrarians. That's also part of it too, which is like you don't go with the status quo of things. So there's a lot of things that make you up to be a different person. It was the perfect storm for you to have the perfect solutions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I don't like hearing, but you're different.
But am I wrong?
You're not wrong about anything that you said. But that doesn't exclude everyone from being able to teach themselves just like I did.
No, because you had what you call a necessity. Most people don't.
Well, now these motherfuckers do too.
They do too now, yes. But to say that, like Like not everybody can do it. Not everybody's good at teaching themselves things because they're delusional. They're not honest with themselves. That's the
Okay,
other
there's
thing.
that.
There's the other thing too. Is that not?
But I don't think I have a lot of delusional people around me. I think
No.
I have really pragmatic, frank people around me. That's why I think it'll work.
I agree. I'm just saying overall. You're like.
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about overall.
Oh, you talking about us?
Yeah.
Us and only us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I retract all my statements.
What the fuck? I'm like, you think you can't teach jujitsu to yourself? All of you guys are smarter than me. Some of you guys are more analytical than me. I think as a collective, you guys are going to be scary. You're going to be scary. And just like when I was a blue belt out coaching black belts, Thigh Matt's a good coach.
Yeah, no, I know.
And of the things he knows, I think I'll tell you right now, all you motherfucking black belts in Cleveland, all you, even ones I like, most of y'all can't teach and you know it. Some of y'all can scrap, but most of you can't teach. So there. And I'll throw a blue belt out there, and just like when I was a blue belt out coaching your black belt coaches, he's going to do the same fucking thing to you.
Yeah.
If he so chooses.
Yeah.
He could do that. And if he doesn't choose to do it for Love and Chokes, he'll do it for your academy or a rival academy. You're going to feel that presence in this town one way or another. Mark my motherfucking words. Mark my motherfucking words. That dude's analytical as fuck. And he's not the only guy in the circle that's like that.
Yeah.
He's just the one that, frankly, I think stands out the most.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, it's not. There's nothing. You're absolutely right. Like,
I'm just saying.
his brain bothers me.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
It makes me so happy, man. He's the guy that challenges me the most. He's the one that's likely to call bullshit on something. I love that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what makes me learn. That's what makes me charge. That's what makes me excited. So, like, if he chooses to stay in the club, you guys will be fucking lucky to have him.
Yeah. That was the first thought I had. I was like, oh, hey, Mr. Machu, what you doing? Stay around, please, my friend.
Yeah. So I will funnel all the information I can right down to you guys and let you guys analyze and make it work.
Yeah. No, that's definitely exciting, and that makes me happy. But yeah, no. Yeah.
So yeah, the club intact, but changed. Intact, but changed. And like, that's exciting. I want to see where that goes. Because nobody else has a school like that around here. Maybe anywhere. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You know? Let's get Montessori with this jiu-jitsu shit, you know?
Ooh. The fact is that we just don't have to get patches. Or if we do, we can get them if we want to. We just don't have to. Like, it's not like before. Yeah. Like, rules are like, it's just basically like back to business, which is so much more fun. I don't like the idea of having to button up and be like, hey, man, so how you doing? Can I be polite to you so I can kill you? Oh, yes, please.
Because rules are for marks.
I just want to, yeah. But anyway, that's exciting. So
rules are for marks and for people that can't trust each other.
Also,
you know, I've never had rules posted in any academy I've ever had.
You just had codes and laws, not rules.
I've never even stated them.
Well,
I never said, like, these are the rules.
Right. They're just like, these are like the codes.
It's like, don't be a fucking asshole.
Let's love me like you do so I can love you too.
I think that's the only thing I've ever suggested.
Strong. I wouldn't say this is. It's not.
It's like, I submit you like I love you because I do.
Yes.
That's okay. If that's a rule,
that's the only rule.
That's the only rule.
Yeah, that's the only one that.
And
matters.
if you understand the nature of that rule, I don't gotta tell you anything else.
Yeah.
Like, you must call everyone professor. You must bow on and off the mat. All these rules. They're like, oh, well, they preserve the culture of the martial art. They indoctrinate people to continue to pay you money in a brainwashed state. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh, no, like, it's cultural. Oh, is it your culture? Is it yours? Did you make it up? Are you sure? Or did you just adopt it blindly? Like you adopt most things in your life. Don't get me started on you motherfuckers. I'm done with all that markish behavior. I'm done with it. And will I have to kayfabe some Mark bullshit if I go to someone else's school? Because I know I'm a small fish now. I'm going to Las Vegas. Nobody gives a fuck about me. So if you see a picture of me bowing on the mat, don't be like, oh, look at Darin. I got to do what I got to do to go where I got to go. But if my name or that name, Love and Chokes, is on the door, you don't got to call me anything that you wouldn't call another person. I have a name. You can call me bro. You can call me dude. You can call me a cocksucker when I am one. Like, it'll all be obvious what's appropriate and what's not. But I will say this.
Yeah.
When motherfuckers call me professor, they do get better service.
Yes.
Because they just trigger something in my mind.
Yes.
So you can play that trick on me if you want to. And be like, I want that high quality service. I want him to really think about this. Excuse me, Professor Darin. And I'll be like, yes.
It's like, oh man.
But like, you're just playing a trick to make me better. Like, it's not like you must call me professor so that my dick feels big. I don't need that shit, man.
I will say this to you.
What?
I just need you to, oh, I didn't come over correctly. I need you to read this to yourself. So, just read this part. It was a very interesting conversation I had after the first message I was asked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great option. It's like, oh, yeah, cool. Why don't you just come down here where there's nothing?
Nothing.
You can just be with me.
No, I'm cool. I appreciate the offer, but no thank you, sir. But yeah. No, that I'm excited for that.
You should have been like, can I get a stipend? Like, what are you offering here? No, just come and be with us.
I didn't get a response back.
I didn't see what you said to it.
I was polite.
Let me see it again.
I'll bring it back. I closed it. I'll bring it back in a second. But I'm excited. Also, you need to fucking do the grappling industries.
Yes. They sent me an email today, which I think is hilarious. Like, I think it's hilarious that they send me emails like I don't send them emails. Yeah. Like, I sent you an email that's like, hey, I had trouble registering myself and trouble registering my academy. Let's talk about this. Then you send me a fucking email today being like, Arnold is coming. Fucking suck my dick. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? You send me a sales email in the same week that I sent you an email complaining about how I couldn't get my shit registered. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm hot about it.
No, I mean, I get it. It's like, it's a weird
like,
thing.
Why would I be hot about that?
It's a weird thing. Like, it's so weird to me because it's like they want to take over. They want to be like the hotness in the streets for like national, like, run-of-the-mill tournaments.
You want to take over, answer your motherfucking emails.
Yeah, like, there's two things you need to do. You need to get rid of that short dude who's just yelling everywhere. Get rid of him.
Whoa.
Get rid of him.
I think that's the dude that owns it.
I know.
I don't know if you can get rid of the dude that owns it.
Get your sister. Somebody else. Get your mom. I don't care.
I don't know, man. Apple fired fucking...
Yeah, they got rid of Steve Jobs, so, like, yeah. And guess what happened? Guess what happened to him? He got cancer at the end of the story. It wasn't a great story at the end.
Sir,
it wasn't a great story.
Sir, how dare you?
Because you want to know why he didn't believe.
He's not getting any points scored in his favor at Grappling Industries from now on. That guy over there.
Yes. That's it.
All of your matches, ref decision, somehow you lose. It's so weird. It's so weird. It looked like he was mounted on him. It looked like he had his back.
That's
good.
Hey,
man.
The
guard.
Hey, man.
Advantage. He didn't hold it long enough.
Keenan Cornelius and Gordon Ryan, my heroes. I'll be like them. Yeah. So just walk out there. I guess I got to tap everybody. I guess
that's how. Get some real American treatment.
Yeah. I guess I got to tap everybody. It's okay. It's all right. Then I'm gonna talk to Arnold afterward. Like, listen to these guys. They don't understand.
I'm gonna talk directly to Arnold. I'm taking this to the top.
Talking to Arnold. So get rid of him.
Man.
But yeah, no, that'll be exciting. Hopefully people will do that with us. Or do that.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that all settled.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try again tomorrow morning. I wish I had a phone number to call.
Yeah, they don't have, that's the other weird thing. It's like they
don't want you dialing up, dog.
No. It's like we can't no. What if I DM you?
I did DM them.
And did they DM me?
And I tagged them in some shit. They didn't see nothing.
Every post, I'm gonna be in all their pages. Hey man, so reach out to my boy.
Cuz.
Reach out to my boy. Reach out to my boy.
Hey, cuz.
I'm trying to give you money. How do I give you money for a tournament? It's like, how do I give you money?
Hey, bitch.
It's like
that's how super hood dudes will hit on a girl that they like.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
Hey.
And sometimes that works.
It's like, hey, girl, what's up?
Which is crazy.
That is so absolutely ridiculous. I've got other interesting news for you. Would you like to look at the stats of this month? Once you were announced that you were leaving Cleveland, how everything just jumped up every episode.
Really?
Yeah, every episode's like double digits for YouTube videos. Like everyone's like, we have like 23 views like for like each episode since like you said that. Let's see, we probably almost at 1,000 again for this month. We're at 875.
All right, we'll hit 1,000.
And then
we'll hit a G.
Yeah.
That's my goal. Like, I don't really worry about the YouTube because YouTube will be there forever. Mm-hmm. So, like, it didn't have that many views. It just came out.
It accumulates. People just commented about you talking about the guy in the basketball situation. Yeah, somebody just commented about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That video is how many years old?
That's like a couple of years old.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I'm on. I'm on 3-4 years from now, someone's going to listen to this podcast and they'll be like the 10,000 listener.
Yeah.
So be it.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, nothing like, oh my God, he's going to leave. Like, all right, so a long time ago, when I was like, man, I'm starting to get worried about paying these motherfucking bills.
Yeah.
Before I lost the school, right? I was still technically in the black, but it was a real hard month. It was dicey as fuck.
Yeah.
And I put on the internet, I was like, if a tree falls, ... And like, what I meant is that old saying, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound? Because in that moment, I felt like that tree.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of people sending me messages, gassing me up, telling me how good I am and training somewhere else. So I'm like, you're all saying that I'm the fucking man in Cleveland, but you all train other places. So if I lose this shit, will any of you give a fuck? Well, some people did.
Yeah.
But most of these motherfuckers were just gassing.
They're like, oh, like, tree. Will anybody hear it?
And right when I was about to make the announcement that I was leaving, the last thing I put in my Instagram story was, if a tree, remember when I asked you about that tree? That's what I put out. I said, remember when I asked you about that tree? No, it's on my Facebook. And it got like 2 likes. Now the post right before that has like 200 likes.
Let's go crazy.
But I was like, remember when I asked you about that motherfucking tree? Because that bitch fell. And the people that were with me, but most of you motherfuckers clicking like on shit were not with me. Some of you motherfuckers clicking like on shit and sliding my DMs literally thought I was going to kill myself and didn't even reach out. I see you in the street and you're like, man, I thought you were finished. What do you mean, cuz? Like, man, I thought you might, you know?
End it all.
And I was like, oh, word?
End it all over some cookies.
You for a shoot thought I might kill myself.
Over some cookies.
Hey, man, I know that you go through it sometimes. No, yeah, for sure, I do go through it. But if I thought you were going to kill yourself, I would pick up a phone.
I not call you, I'd call somebody. But I definitely pick up a phone.
Luckily for both of us, I'm way stronger and way better and way tougher than you knew. I'm a badder motherfucker than I knew. I'm going to become a badder motherfucker than I've ever been. So, it's all good. It's just funny to me. Sad to see you go. Word? Because when was the last time you've seen me? And this isn't sour grapes. Because I'm like, the people that I'm talking about are so fucking peripheral to me.
Yeah.
They're people that I like or almost care about or don't give a fuck about. There's not like, these are not core people I'm discussing.
Yeah.
These are people who maybe at one point fucked with me in real life or fucked with me hard on the internet.
Not like the sea of nerds.
And now they're like, oh man, it's so, I wish I could have trained with you more.
Yeah.
Well, you coulda.
You can.
You coulda.
You still can.
Yeah, you still can, but you coulda.
You got money? What's up? Hey, $100. Let's see. Holla at my boy. PayPal. Cash only.
Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. But for real, like, you coulda. So don't talk shit. Like, don't give me that. Like, it's just noise. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you haven't seen me in my face this week, and you're like, oh, I'm really sad he's leaving Cleveland. I was just about to train with him. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't care. But there are people that did come see the kid because they mean what they say.
Yeah. Those guys,
I like those motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers are in my heart. I will take those motherfuckers in my heart with me to Vegas. I will take them wherever else I go. You know what else is coming to Vegas?
What?
A symbol of my city up on my shoulder.
That's right. Russian prison tattoos.
So tomorrow, the big homie Trevor is going to tap me up. We're going to train, and then I'm going to go right to the tattoo studio. Mm-hmm. I think I might even set up my phone and just YouTube live it from there. And it won't be a podcast, but it will be YouTube content.
Right.
You can watch me get my city etched onto my body before I leave it for a significant period of time. Mm. Plus, I'm certain that me and Trevor will talk about the future.
Yeah. So that'll be more news.
Yeah.
So who knew?
If you care.
Who knew you'd be news? I said, no. He's like, I always knew.
What?
He's like, I always knew it would be news.
Who?
You. He's
Me?
Like, I always knew it'd be news. One day is what I strived for.
I used to want to be news. I don't want to be news now. I want to know the news and I want to help shape the news. I don't want to be the news. There's longer legs in the other shit. There's longer legs in the other shit. Like, do you know how many people? Do you know who Conan Silvera is?
I've heard of the name.
Pardon me.
Give Grandpa 5. There you go.
But I would say, I doubt the average jiu-jitsu guy of your generation would be able to point that dude out of a lineup.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I put up 4 big Brazilian dudes and I say, which one's Conan Silvera?
Probably have no chance of guessing it.
No way. That dude's a perennial corner man for the UFC.
What does that mean?
You don't need to have a lot of spotlight to be in the spot that I want. Spotlight's not required. Consistency, quality, that's what's required. That's what I'm on. So, like, I really feel like there's a lot of jobs that aren't open yet. They're going to be really open once I shake, like, a few hands. Like, I don't think it's just a Cleveland thing, man. I think people aren't teachers. They're demonstrators and fighters. They are fighters who demonstrate things that have worked for them or that have worked for people they know of.
Yes.
There's only a handful of people who teach. And as soon as people figure out that they're teaching, that they're actually teaching, they do get attention. At the time that I had the most attention, I was barely teaching. I was teaching as a joke. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all those Hello Internet instructional videos?
It was just all a giant rib.
Like, I was teaching in tiny increments.
To the internet.
And people were on that for a minute. I was barely showing anything. I never went in depth about anything. But they get so many demonstrations. Okay, guys, I grab here. I'm going to move like this. I'm going to put him here. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
No.
Motherfucker, you didn't say a goddamn word. You didn't do anything. And now, if you have the eyes, can you see the brilliance in the demonstration? Is there a such thing as a brilliant and informative demonstration? Yes, absolutely. Can you possibly teach without even speaking a word? Yes. But again, I've only seen one guy able to do that well. It's such a hard skill.
Who is it?
The guy who taught without talking?
Yes.
Horian.
Really?
Dude, Horian's a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker, man. Like, I don't know how I feel about him, honestly. But it's like, and now I'm not saying what I'm about to say. Like, It's not a direct comparison. But you know how when people are like, Hitler was a great man?
Yeah.
And how it's kind of undeniable.
Right.
Right? I'm not comparing him to Hitler. I'm saying
The accolades.
he's undeniably great. Horian is undeniably great. Now, did he do some things that people think are questionable? Yeah, like he basically tried to keep Gracie Jiu-Jitsu as a team that he owned.
Right.
So that nobody else could use it, even if it was their last name. You could teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but only Gracie Jiu-Jitsu comes from me. I trademarked that shit. Like, he tried to pull that shit, and people have feelings about it.
Yeah. Understandable.
His boys started their own shit because they didn't want to be with him. So they could earn what they wanted to earn. Instead of working it out,
yeah.
they split off. People could see that as weird. He decided to really stop selling jiu-jitsu and start selling the diet, mainly because there are more people to sell to. Like, there's There's a greatness in the way that that guy approaches things. Just straight up. So, yeah, he's a fucking phenomenal teacher. Like, maybe the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he knew what he was doing. He was teaching to an audience that he understood. And he was manipulating them as he informed them. It was really masterful, man. It was masterful. And so you just gotta peep game. Yeah. Instead of being like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. How's he doing this? How's he doing this? Let's peep game.
That's interesting. So I had a thought on the way here. I came up with a collab shirt. This when the UFC victory happens, when the axe has been raised and then the head's in the air by a ponytail, and like basically imagine Kathy Griffin's Trump photo, but like with like better looking people in that picture.
I don't think we can do.
That's on the t-shirt. That's on the t-shirt. I'm just saying that's the imagery of the victory.
Oh, that's not the t-shirt.
That's on the t-shirt.
Okay.
I say it's an I believe, love, and choke. Something with that. Like, you know, it's either the
I
and then the believe word and then love and then choke. And that's what it is.
I understand you.
But not the violent part of it. Because that
you know what I really like when she spells it out in emojis? Mm-hmm. I think that's really cute.
That's what I was thinking of.
There's an I, then a little B, and then the little leaves that are in the air.
Yes.
I believe.
Exactly. We do that.
So cute.
And then but then add in love and then chokes. So there you go. That's a good move.
I like what you're saying.
Yes. And then speaking of fighting, we had a crap ton this weekend.
So what's happening?
So no, last week. I'm sorry, last weekend, not this weekend. Mm-hmm. Last weekend
there was a crap ton.
We saw the most shocking thing of all.
The dick kick knockout?
Not that. Congo won.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a decision, so it wasn't shocking. It piled up.
Yeah, but it's still shocking. It's like he's talking about like, hey, I need a title shot now, bro. I'm like, dude, you're like 50.
Well, he beat the guy that had the belt.
Yeah.
So it's logical for him to say, because if the Russian had beat him,
yeah,
he'd be like, look, I heard there's this Grand Prix. I don't remember ever losing my belt. What's up, Bader? Let me get my shit back, dog.
Right.
I'll slap your fucking face off.
Yeah, but now it's like, hey.
But if you beat that guy, then you should probably steal his script and be like, what's up, Bader?
What's up? Hey, man. And it's like, hey, man, guess what?
Ever been to France? I think we should go to Paris and I smack your head off. Like, it makes sense for him to say that, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was in the right spot. And why not swing for the fucking fence, dude? Like, why not? Might as well. If they put that mic in front of your face and you're like, you know, whatever the organization has planned for me.
Scott Coker, whatever you want, I'll do it, man. It's not a big deal. Nah, man, I want that.
It's like, well, no, you don't mean that, because what I want you to do is go sell yourself as a product so we can make money together. Go explain something about who you are to these people so I can make you into something that we can both draw from. Instead of saying some lame ass shit.
Yeah, you don't gotta keep fighting Rampage. You can do other things with your life.
The fuck?
Yeah. And then that Paul Daly making takedowns. He said bringing it back to high school. He said, what's up?
Dude, he was shooting from far the fuck.
He said, hey, what's up, man? He said, hey, downtown, how's it going? I still got you down.
And he's shoot hot about losing that fight too.
Of course he is. He's like, it's a conspiracy.
I mean, there's so many conspiracy theorists out here.
Apparently. Everybody thinks they think.
But when he kept scoring takedowns, I started getting a little worried because I like MVP.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about just the outcome of that fight. It's like, wait a second, dog.
It's like, can you not stop anything?
Paul Daly's taking you down from literally like 5 steps away on that double. What happens when a real hustler?
Oh. You mean
what the fuck would you do with John Fish?
Yeah.
Like, what would you do?
You'd throw a Pokeball at him and run away. That's what you're gonna do.
Fuck. I'm just saying, like, that was concerning.
That was upsetting.
So I'm glad it went the way it went, because I do think MVP is very entertaining and has a lot of upside. I'm not 100% sure I agree with the decision. I haven't watched it a second time. But I think you could argue that either of those dudes won that fight, but it wasn't pretty. It wasn't truly entertaining. And MVP's job is to entertain. Technically, that's everybody's job, but I mean, it specifically is his job to entertain.
Yeah.
And I was underwhelmed with that performance. I was disappointed at his level of takedown defense. Like, he was able to get back to his feet and stuff, but I mean, like, some of those takedowns shouldn't have happened. They weren't high-level attempts.
It was just like, hey, watch this.
They weren't high-level attempts.
It's like Dan Van could teach a seminar taught that seminar to Paul Daly.
The little clap. So, I mean, yeah, I would expect more. I think he needs to do what I did over the fucking past few months and learn how to fucking down block. Like, what the fuck are we doing out here?
Hang out with some real wrestlers.
Yeah, go kick it with some real wrestlers. I mean, get the fuck out of the UK.
Yeah, say they're both.
There's no wrestlers in the fucking UK.
Of course not.
That's why you're running doubles from 5 feet away with your head down and shit.
I've never seen this
before. And it's only successful because the dude you're doing it to is also from the UK.
I've never seen this before. What is this technique?
What is this? He hugs the legs?
He hugs the legs.
He drives forward?
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Exactly. And then Mirko Krokop looking thicker than a Snickers out there, just like, hey, what's up?
He was quite thick.
Yeah.
But there were no hospitals.
No. Nothing. There's no.
He was throwing that high kick.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
No cemetery.
No cemetery. No hospital. It's all good though. That's okay. Still, at his age, his life, good. Keep going, man. Keep doing what you gotta do.
It was a good performance.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick kick. Dick kick. Let's talk dick kick.
Oh, we talked about that last time.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we did. If you want to, we can talk about it again. Matt Mitrione dick kick some
Wait, how did we talk about this?
We think we might have briefly covered it with Little Sis.
Oh, we did?
I think we might have, but we can do it again.
No. We don't need to rehash.
We can talk about how the man, that's the one, the Crone Gracie. He came in and hit the strangulation. I appreciate.
He did the strangulation.
I appreciate everybody, like, you know, placing the same video over and over again. Like, yeah, let's please have more original content on the internet other than the one video where, like, oh, side-by-side comparison, self-defense. I get it.
Okay.
Super cool. Let's move on.
Let's make sure that we make it evergreen so that we explain what that clip is.
All right.
So there's a clip that shows a side-by-side kind of like, they used to call it picture-in-picture. Mm-hmm. Back in my day.
In your day.
When the technology first came out to do this.
Gotcha.
Where you see on one screen, Horian demonstrating the side kick clinch underneath a jab. And then you see Crone doing virtually the exact same thing with the exact same timing on Alex Caceres. Who I really want to call Alexis. But Alex Caceres. Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy to make it easier.
There you go.
Now, that was beautiful.
Yes.
And is it nice to see the fundamental basic jiu-jitsu being used in the UFC cage? Yes. Especially since it looked like it was being used by an athlete, not by, like, an awkward, skinny Brazilian named Royce.
Yes.
Because Royce didn't look cool when he did it. And Crone looked kind of cool when he did it.
Yeah, it looked magical a little bit.
Now, here's what they don't put in that video.
What?
He then put that deep hook in that college wrestlers use. He then wrapped the rear naked choke much closer to the way that his father innovated the choke, and not the way that it was taught to me as a white belt, not the way it was taught to me by several Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belts throughout my Jiu-Jitsu career. So what I saw wasn't like, oh, it's nice to see the old school. Look at the whole motherfucking story. Because that's the fucking truth. Like, the brilliance of it is, he's not doing what the old school Gracie guys did. Who's he training with?
Nate Diaz, Nick Diaz.
He's training with people who've been there before.
Yeah. Jake
He's
Shields.
training with people who have been there before, who have styles that are unlike his style. He's not training with... So what I saw...
Okay, cool.
What I saw was Crone utilizing the basics when the basics were needed, utilizing modernity when modernity was called for. Because when did you ever see Royce hook that deep and then push off the cage to create the takedown? That's a variation of college wrestling. And the first Gracie Jiu-Jitsu guy to see do that was Henzo. Henzo did that shit in a relatively recent appearance.
Yeah. That broomstick?
Yeah.
The broomstick?
Now, where did he get that from?
College wrestling.
From the fucking college wrestlers that train at the fucking school.
Yeah.
Because he's the only open-minded one of you motherfuckers. Straight up. So, like, don't give all the credit to the old school. It was a holistic approach to fighting that made that shit work. That's the beauty of it.
Also, What's worse is reading the MMA journalists describe it, like reading the play-by-play. It was an awkward back take. I was like, excuse me.
An awkward back take?
Yes. If I could find it, I would show it to you.
It was sick as fuck.
If I could find it, I would show it to you right now.
He had the deep hook across broomstick style. Then he jumped off his support leg, pushed off the cage, and pulled that kid to the ground. That was in no way awkward. It was planned and sick.
I wish I could just find the article.
But fuck a journalist.
I know, but it's just crazy that you can just write stuff and they pay you money and then it's okay.
Fuck a journalist. Because every time I know somebody, when I look at one of these articles and it's like written by this guy and I know the name, the guy's a cunt.
Yeah.
Without fail. Without fail. So that makes me think there's a 60 to 70% chance that whoever's writing whatever MMA article you're reading is a fucking asshole who does not train anyway. Like, prove me wrong.
As Chaelson says, they're journalists that failed in other sports that get here. So, there you go. And then the darkness, the nightmare. He hits you so hard, he pops your leg out of place.
All right.
No, that's not what happened.
Have you rewatched it?
I have not, but I do tell you this. I do not believe that he knocked him out of place. I think it was close, but I don't think it was. I think it was just Kane being old and broken.
So, the question is, does he hit him and then the knee goes? Or does the knee go and then he struck? Or does the knee go and he wasn't struck at all?
I think the knee was gone. It was just not there. I don't think it was ever ready to go. That's my thought. I think it was already damaged, like, severely during practice. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, I had to make this debut. I've already pulled out twice of 2 different debuts, so I'm going to do this. Mm-hmm. And that's what it was. I don't think it was ever ready to go.
But still, it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm saying. He was standing on it,
yeah,
and then it went away.
Yes.
Was he struck, and then it went away? Did it go away, and then he was struck? Or was he not struck at all, and then it went away?
I think it went away, and then he got struck.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I saw. I think it would be the tidiest if he got struck and then his knee went out.
Right.
Then you can say clean win.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but man, clean. If my knee goes out and on my way down you strike me and they stop the fight and call it a knockout,
be pretty.
I think that's pretty whack, but a loss is a loss anyway.
Yeah.
And once the fight starts, if you do not win the fight, you have lost.
Yeah.
Like if you cannot continue the fight, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Then you've lost. So he did lose the fight because the fight started, and one guy was capable of fighting and one guy wasn't. And I'm not a no contest kind of guy like that. Like nothing illegal happened.
Yeah, not in that situation, no.
Nothing illegal happened. Nothing weird really happened.
Yeah.
2 guys that are big collided. One guy fell down. It happens that his knee is torn.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Now, the dirtiest or darkest would be if he was never truly touched and just kind of fell down, and then the referee was like, it's over, knockout. But again, how else do you end that?
Yeah, there's not. Well, you want to get your brains beaten in.
So it's a tough sitch. It was disappointing.
Yeah. I'm not seeing Kane lock up a submission from his back. I'm not going to see him throw up an arm bar.
You see Kane throw up a triangle?
Yeah, throw up a triangle. He goes for a knee bar.
Oh, shit. Kane's got the heel hook.
He's got, and he only has one leg. Oh, throwback to, what's his face?
Oh, what's his face? Old what's his face?
Paul Felder. What is it?
So I wasn't aware of this health situation.
Yeah, he had. So at the end of the fight, he had a collapsed lung, and they took him to the hospital. So he beat the dude, and then had to go to the hospital because his lung collapsed. But he's fine now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So, what exactly is a collapsed lung?
Let's look it up in medical terms.
And was it caused by fighting, or is this like a separate thing?
I have not gotten those details yet. Occurs when air escapes from the lung. The air then fills the space outside of the lung between the lung and chest. This buildup of air puts pressure on the lung so it cannot expand as it normally does when you take a breath. So, basically, imagine...
Is this from illness or impact?
I'm guessing from impact because they didn't say it. It wasn't like they never brought up anything about illness or anything like that. So
That's crazy, man.
So I think it was from the fight because they just like after the fight, he's got.
But he's healthy now.
He's so good now. He was tweeting he wanted a beer while he was in the hospital, so I think he's fine.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
Tough guy.
Let's see.
Collapsed lung.
That's
so gnarly.
Yeah,
that's a thing that you never think about. You don't think about the internals.
Mm-hmm.
You think you might get cut. You think ligaments might go. You think things might break. But you don't think, oh, my lungs might collapse. On the list of injuries, collapsed lung
is not one of them.
Isn't one that I would expect to see on anybody's list of injuries due to combat sport. It's like broken nose, broken femur,
ribs,
torn ACL. Oh, ribs. Let's not even talk about ribs.
Ribs.
Fucking broken this, broken that, torn this, torn that. Concussion.
Yeah.
Collapsed lung. I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, that sounds like
that's gnarly. That's the guy. That's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, he suffered a collapsed lung in the waning minutes of the like the last round.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Shout out to Paul Felder. I hope that you are healthy soon. I hope you're healthy now.
Yeah,
I hope you only get healthier in the future.
Yeah, he should be good. He should be Gucci.
Tough guy. Gucci. How dare you? I thought black people were supposed to ban Gucci.
Why?
Because they had that little gimmick with the blackface. The little turtleneck gimmick.
They're just mad because they can't afford it.
Ooh, Anthony with the hot take.
Yeah.
With the hot take.
You know what it is, a hot take?
What?
The skinny dude is getting a title shot.
What?
Yes.
Oh, but it's not a real title shot.
It's interim. He gets the fast pass.
Title.
Fast pass. It's called the fast pass.
Interim title. Now, it'll be nice to see him with the belt on him. But did Kobe get the belt? Is Kobe Covington fighting for a championship belt?
Well, Kobe Covington's also talking all the mess to the UFC.
I'm sorry. Is Kobe fighting for a belt?
He didn't play the game right. He lost. It's called Shut Your Mouth, Kid, and I do whatever I want with you. Like, you're lucky. That's why you don't see him at all. At all.
You think Dana kicked him out?
Oh, for sure. He said, I'm doing you a favor, taking you to Trump. You ever act like that again to me, you're gone. And it's like, have you seen him since? I haven't. I haven't heard much. I hear other people talking about him.
Whoa.
I haven't heard him say
I didn't know that Dana said anything.
No, Dana didn't say anything. That's what Dana said to him. And,
oh, that's what he said?
Yes, he said.
You're like, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. That's what
Let me check my chat.
Yeah.
Dana was like, yeah, Dana hit me just now.
Yeah, he said, hey.
Me and Dana talk every day now.
He said, hey, I told that spoiled brat. I said, hey, see what happened to Chael Sonnen.
Don't make me chill you up, cuz.
And guess what? We're on ESPN now.
You'll get that ass chilled the fuck up.
Exactly. But it'll be exciting to see Israel's Adesanya hit him with that 4-piece combo, that robot dance revolution, and knock him out, and then knock the staff with him.
Dance.
Take the staff and whatever else he's got on his face, ringworm, whatever it was that day.
Man, he looked fucked up, didn't he?
It was disgusting.
My man was in a place.
It looked like he had a pit bull bite right here.
There's all kinds of shit down here.
It's like that here, and then he was trying to grow himself in the back, like you could see it, like as a.
Did they ever release what it was? Was it staff?
They might have. Let me look it up. Kevin Gastelum's face. Probably, you know how people are made. They probably made an account for his face.
Oh, I'm sure. One can only hope. But again, I just don't buy the idea of the interim belt. I don't think that they're serious about it. And since I don't think they're serious about it,
there are worms crawling on his skin, as Mr. McGregor would say.
There are worms
involved? That's what he says. He's like, there's worms crawling on your skin.
Oh, he said that to go.
Yeah. I was fighting this staph infection on my face, on my body the entire week. I was on antibiotics the entire fight week, fighting this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. That sucks. I mean, I've had a staph infection. It was horrible.
It's terrible. Staph is brutal.
Yeah, it was a bitch.
It's terrible.
Do you have weird news?
I do. So, if I told you that inmates can be heroes too, you would say, of course.
Yes, I would.
Yes.
You would say, of course.
Yes. Inmates save baby from locked SU.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. They were out collecting trash in the median. So the title says...
And they were like, wait a second, that car has a baby in it and it's going to overheat?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So inmate saves baby from locked SUV using his car theft skills. So yeah, dude comes in with like they were out there picking out trash, doing the thing that criminals do when they get arrested.
Yeah.
And so then they like there was like a person that was trapped in the car, and the police officers were like, "Well, we don't have anything with us." And dude's like, "I could do this," and he grabs like a hanger, and then just unlocks that car and gets the baby out. Yeah. And so now like these dudes like a hero. And they're gonna the lady's car, because what happened was they were.
What's he in jail for?
Like stealing cars, I believe. I don't know. They didn't give me any detail into it because they didn't.
I want to know how long he's been in jail if they're gonna get him out.
Yeah. No, what they're gonna do is that the lady's gonna like, put money in his commissary.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah. Well, like apparently what happened was that they don't. It's like I hate when this happens, but we can watch the video maybe and see what they got any more information. Nah, they might got something. It's a black lady comes on the screen. Oh no, it's
it was a black lady.
Was it not like no, not the one that got stolen. Just the news anchor.
Oh.
Yeah, but basically what happened was somebody locked their keys in the car, and they were going to that was weird. They were coming back. Forgot recently. Let's see. They're gonna talk about it.
Pasco is where they always are on live PD. Mm-hmm. They're always in Pasco County. Oh, look at little Dallas alone in the car. So, this wasn't one of those complete negligence cases.
It was like they were going
where somebody like goes into their house on a hot day and leaves the fucking baby in, or they go shopping and leave the baby in the fucking car on a hot day. He locked the keys in the car, recognized it immediately, but just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And apparently some inmates that were on the cleaning crew came up, wire coat hanger that shit open, and that's old school since preschool. Yeah. Now here's the thing. That's hard to do on some modern cars, so he's lucky that he had the year and the make he had.
Yeah, he is very lucky.
Sometimes it's the right thing to break into a car.
Yeah.
There's all these ugly ass scary dudes around the car, Mom.
So yeah, that happened, and
that's a cool piece of weird news.
Yeah, I
like that one.
The other one I didn't really read into it, but it's about the NYPD commander being investigated for threatening rapper 50 Cent's life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't really read much into that yet.
I'm gonna bet that that's mostly a work.
Yeah, I think so too. What I'm still trying to figure out is this Jussie, whatever his name is.
Jussie. Look, dude. First of all, let's call him by his real name, because nobody gives a fuck about Jussie. The only person people care about is Jamal from Empire.
Jamal from Empire.
So, Jamal from Empire allegedly staged this shit where he said, I was attacked in a racially motivated homophobic crime. And not only that, they support Donald Trump too.
Yeah.
But they will not. I fought back. And they won't. Like, you're saying all this shit. You're saying all this shit. Then they're like, yo, let me get your phone, cuz. The cops. Yo, let me get your phone, cuz. Nah, son. I got dick pics on here and shit. I be fingering my booty hole on my phone. I can't be giving you my phone, cuz. Plus, my manager might call me. Nah, cuz.
That's a weird thing to say.
Bro, we need to help you solve this crime. Give us your phone. Look, cuz, like I said, my booty hole.
So stupid.
It's essentially, it's like, oh, it's too personal. There's personal shit on there.
Why? Your life was threatened, but why?
Because I'm Jamal from Empire.
Oh, you know what happened?
So they knew I was gay.
You know what happened to Jamal from Empire? His scenes are cut.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, they're cutting his scenes.
Damn.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you want to play that? I'll play that.
So now you Jussie now.
Yeah.
So now you just Jussie.
Yeah.
So just Jussie out here.
They're like, yeah.
Just Jussie's out here.
Let me go find the article for that, too.
Fucking hiring giant jacked Nigerian dudes.
Yeah.
Who he has a personal connection to because they were on the set of that TV show that he was on, that he has now been cut from, apparently. And they're cooperating with the police. They're very cooperative. Thankful guys.
Yeah. You talking about the two black dudes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're like, we're Americans. We were born and raised in Chicago. We're not Trump people. And we were paid to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And
now here's what sucks. People are like, oh, what does this mean about hate crimes that you have to make them up? It's like, I don't care about hate crimes. I don't care about hate crimes. I think people make things up all the time. Celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, their trials and tribulations. It's bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors. But, like, this in particular, the thing that makes it offensive to me is that you try to play on these sensitive things in culture. These sensitive, possibly divisive elements. You tried to fucking play on that shit. And it worked on some people.
Yeah.
Because people, like minorities, leftists in general, not all, but in general, if you call out the team name, the team will rally behind you. You say, this was because I was black. Black people are like, what the fuck? They beat him up because he was black? They put a fucking noose on him? Those are triggers for people.
Yeah.
Things that they've never even experienced.
Stories
that they've heard from their grandparents and great-grandparents come to mind, and they want to get your back. And you manipulated those motherfuckers. And then, I'm a proud gay man. Oh, are you? Are you so proud that you throw out, they called me a fucking faggot? So that all those gay people who fucking love and support you can come out and say, they can't do this to us. No more of this shit. Now they look like fucking assholes.
Yep.
That's how proud you are to be gay? That you'll make other people who resemble you look like fucking assholes? And they said, MAGA, make America great again. See what's happening in our country now that Donald Trump is the president? All those people that you fucking manipulated. I don't buy into like the next time something like this happens, the guy won't be believed. It's case by case. It's case by case. Yeah. Fuck that. What sucks is that all those people that you make look fucking stupid when they try to support you. What about your fucking family, you cunt? What about your fucking family? I couldn't imagine telling a lie like that and having my mother be like, oh, my baby, I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Like, fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. I don't even really care that much. I say things in a passionate tone. But like, fuck that dude up and down. Fuck that dude in the ear so it doesn't even feel good.
So I can't hear. Apparently it was...
I'll fuck your ears so you can't hear.
Apparently it's like supposedly like the theory is now is that they wanted a bigger reaction from the threatening letter that he got, and we don't even know if that's real now.
What threatening letter?
Is
that the one that's all pieced together?
Yes, like a serial killer, like some
Look, dog,
like it's the 70s.
No one does this.
They type
no one does this, man. You saw that shit in a movie. You don't know anything about like you're not a fucking criminal. You don't know any fucking criminals.
Yeah. Career gone. He's gonna possibly face jail.
Well, I'm not for anybody going to jail. I hope he doesn't go to jail.
No, he needs to go to jail.
I assume. I've only been to jail for brief hours, you know, and it wasn't cool. I don't want to be there for any more than that ever again.
At the same time,
I don't wish jail on anybody. And I don't even mean like it needs to be the end of his career. If somebody wants to hire this motherfucker to do some shit, let him do it.
That's fine. But at the same time, that's money. Either that or pay a fine, dude. Pay a large sum of money.
Well, you did waste a lot of resources.
Yeah. Pay a large sum of money.
There should be something to be said for that.
Yeah.
But those motherfuckers would have been doing something else or drinking coffee and talking shit.
Exactly. That's fine. But like, it would have been like a couple of them. It would have been like...
I get it. I'm just having fun.
Also, speaking of other criminals or soon-to-be criminals.
Blacks.
Yes. Or no, he's Latino, so we can't say that. Damn
well, maybe he's also black. Who is it?
Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Oh, he's not black. He's just one of those Latinos that says nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's at least part black. He's Puerto Rican. He's part Puerto Rican.
That depends on who you ask. If you ask him, he might not say that.
What?
He might not say I'm black. If he's
he might not say I'm black.
Yeah, so you...
But he'd be like, I'm Puerto Rican, nigga. Which is the same thing as saying I'm black.
It's like a super weird thing to say to me. But, yeah, so... Yeah, apparently he might not be going to jail for a long time at all. he might have cut that down to like a couple years.
Yeah?
Yeah, they say and put him in the witness protection program.
Look, did you see that one meme that was like, oh, these dudes like stole my money and fucked my chick and like threatened my life and threatened my mom? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should probably do all this time for them. Psych! I'm ratting on all you motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. Like it wasn't like you were really riding with me.
Yeah.
No, if that is true, I can understand that perspective. I can understand that. Because if you're just manipulating me because I'm some soft-ass musician, nigga, do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then we all go down for some shit, and I see how you've been treating me. Like, you stealing my money? You fucking my girl? For real, like if those things are true, I'll roll on you too. You were never with me. But man, if we're brothers, and we both did the wrong thing, and you rat on me, I'm not going to be happy.
You're going to be dead.
I didn't say that.
You're a dead man.
I would never say a thing like that on the internet live.
You said, yeah.
But I'm also not involved in anything like that.
Yeah, but my brothers wouldn't do that to me.
I agree.
Yes.
My brothers would never do that to me. My brothers would have me out here like that.
Exactly. As the saying says in
choose your brothers better.
New Jack City. Am I my brother's keeper?
No,
know? I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't do that. I don't keep Darin's business. That's not my problem.
But it's not necessary.
It's not.
I don't do outlaw shit anymore.
He's an adult.
I mean, I've never done outlaw shit.
Never did it.
Never.
Ever. But yeah.
I don't do anything bad. I'm a nice boy.
Yeah, but Tekashi, maybe 1 year, went from 47 to 1. Okay, he's got to go into witness protection.
You got some good lawyers.
How you gonna rap if you're gonna go to witness protection program? Like, how does that work for you? Like, how does that work?
SoundCloud, nigga.
How does that work? Like, that's my thing. Like,
what's he gonna say instead of Treyway?
I don't know.
Or maybe you should still say it. Maybe you should say that he now runs Treyway. Like, I am now the leader of the Treyway Bloods. It is I. 6ix9ine.
What can you say? Yeah, like, what can you do now? Like, how does that work as being like in witness protection? Like, who's gonna not know you? Like, look at your face, dude. You have 69 on your cross.
I mean, just go live in the Australian outback.
Those dudes
make
know
all these records you want.
Those dudes know where he is too.
The Aborigines?
Yeah, of course.
They're the same color. You get some Aborigines.
Yeah, they don't get the same tats.
Y'all Treyway Bloods now.
They don't get the same tats.
You got to Outback Bloods. You got to go find 6ix9ine.
Like, what is this 6ix9ine?
You got to go handle this shit.
Why is this 6ix9ine?
For Treyway.
They might think he's a demon. They might just kill him on the spot.
But yeah. I'm not surprised that a musician ratted on gangsters who may have wronged and threatened him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They should have kept jerking that dick. You know what I'm saying?
They should have been like, oh, man, keep doing
Nah, bro. You a fucking gangster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we betrayed you. But, you gotta still be a gangster. It's like, wait a sec, I'm not a gangster.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fucking gangster. I made internet memes, and then I started rapping.
Yeah.
Then I started hanging out with you motherfuckers. Now I'm in jail.
Yeah. So,
fuck this and fuck you.
Yes. So, sorry, Charlie. And sorry, Boosie Badass, but don't make idle threats on the internet either.
What are you talking about?
Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching has put his family in grave danger, and he will possibly get killed.
That's not a threat. That's an opinion.
It's an opinion. I would keep your opinion.
I think that's an opinion, for real.
Yeah.
That didn't sound like
I'm gonna kill you.
You know, or even I hope. That just sounded like, look, and that's real shit.
It is.
Like, some people might not care that you are a celebrity fucking with the streets. Once you fuck with the streets, there are codes.
And kids. And
so some people might feel like, oh, word, you're a rat? Well, somebody that you love needs to come up missing. There are people that live by that law. There are people that think that's a disgusting law. But to say that his family is in danger and that he might get murked, I think those are reasonable possibilities. Those are basically fucking facts.
Yeah.
Which is why they have things like witness protection programs and shit. But, you know, good luck to all parties involved. Yeah. I don't wish any harm on any of these people, honestly.
Yeah, but don't fuck kids, dude.
What are you talking about?
Just he also fucks kids. That's also weird too.
Who fucks kids?
6ix9ine. He played. Well, I don't know. In your standard, I don't know. I'm not even.
My standard.
I was just that. I was like, I regret. It's like, I don't know, because like putting your dick in a girl's mouth.
Yeah.
That's like 13 years old.
How old was he?
It was like 2 years ago.
How old was he 2 years ago?
Let's see, how old is he? I don't even know how old he is.
I think I heard this story. It was on like Instagram, right?
I think so.
And he got pulled for this shit.
Yeah, he's faces jail, sex offender registration, all that stuff.
Wasn't he like 19 and she was like 14?
Maybe.
And I always feel like there's these situations that these motherfuckers put themselves in where there's like they're partying and there's motherfuckers around them they don't know. And it's like, well, how old is this girl? Oh, she 18. Okay, word. Put her on my Instagram. You want to give me head, bitch? And she's like, yeah, I'll give you head right now. And it's a wild thing for everybody to do.
He was like.
Then it turns out
19 and 13. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, is that gap inappropriate? In my opinion,
yes.
Yeah, it's an inappropriate gap.
But it's
what I'm saying is
the situation.
I could easily see how he could think that person was of age in that moment. How the fuck are you here? Like, I should barely be here.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you here if you're not at least legal? Like, I don't think it's a wise assumption to make, but I think it's plausible that he didn't intend on fucking the mouth of a child. And he was barely a child himself. That's not some R. Kelly type shit.
Right.
That's not some R. Kelly type shit. That's some stunting gone wrong shit. Like, R. Kelly seeks out a certain type. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
R. Kelly's always looking for
6ix9ine just try to get head on Instagram, like, and do some wild shit. And sometimes, this is again, doing some wild shit.
When you shouldn't be.
When you just, there's no need.
Not ready.
You're doing too much.
Too old.
I'm not about to do that 6ix9ine.
Oh, man.
I'm not about to go out and try and do too much.
Yeah, because otherwise you got Chief Keef looking at you now. Chief Keef.
I'm going to be in my room and on my grind. That's it. That's it. Head down.
Working hard.
Grindstone time.
Lifting weights.
Kill time.
Looking at people's videos. Dissecting.
Wook.
Digesting. And then.
Wook time.
Pooping them out.
Poop?
Yeah, pooping them out.
Sir.
You poop out the videos after you finish your meal.
Sir.
After you finish your meal, that's what happens.
Do not poop out videos.
Well, not videos. The content of that video. It's like a meal. You don't poop out frozen dinners. You poop out what you ate from the frozen dinner.
I'm worried about you.
I'm just saying, it's the fact. Those are the facts.
Anthony.
Darin.
It's been a lovely evening.
It has been.
Internet. Thanks for coming. Thanks for enjoying my sweater. Shout out to Josh Stone. Shout out to Fleming's. It was a lovely steak. This is a little kiss at the end of the podcast for my boy. Yeah. A little kiss for Josh Stone.
Shout outs.
A little kiss.
Shout outs are always necessary.
Well, I need to do more shout outs because that'll make me blacker.
Yeah, that's Nate and Nick Diaz. You gotta learn from them. They got all the shout outs.
When Killer Mike was on Joe Rogan, he was really slick with the shout outs.
Like, hey, shout out to my boy.
And he made him cool too. Yeah. It wasn't like awkward. It wasn't like random. It felt like cool.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Internet. XOXO.